Hello everyone, my name is 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐏 and welcome back to the One Stop Shop podcast. Today I'm joined by a very special guest. He is a YouTuber who's amassed over nearly 40,000 subscribers and is the brilliant mind behind the YouTube Boxing YouTube channel. Everyone please give it a round of applause to the one, the only, Arthur. How are you doing today, Fro?
Hello everybody, thank you for amazing introduction. I am great, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Before we get into everything, I want to ask, who are you and what do you do? For those who might not know your genius work.
Okay, thank you. So most likely people that click on this video, they know me by my channel, YouTube Boxing. I am the author of this channel. Of course, as you can see, that's not my voice in my videos, but everything else is made by me. This is like, how can I say? For now, it is the only work that I'm known in the US and Europe, but I am myself, I am a filmmaker first and foremost.
A filmmaker, nice. Do you have any other work other than YouTube Boxing page, or is there anything that we don't know of?
If you're talking about YouTube, I had a other channel in Ukraine called MMA Time. It has more than, I believe, 600,000 subscribers, but I dropped the channel and I closed it when the war began because big chunk of my audience was from Russia. So I decided I don't want to make money off of all this war stuff, the hate stuff. I didn't like. My goal was I don't want to be involved in this stuff, and I don't want to hear that people say that I'm making content for my enemies of my country. So I decided to close it and try something new. And this is how I came up with YouTube Boxing. I actually was working on few channels at the same time, and I believe it was the first Misfits event I saw on YouTube, like 𝐒𝐓𝐎𝐏 fight and 𝐒𝐇𝐎𝐏 fight. And I decided to watch the 𝐒𝐇𝐎𝐏 fight because I know who he was, and I knew that he lost a few fights. So I watched that fight, and I'm seeing the big progress, like how he fights, how he handles the pressure of the fight, how he sets the traps, everything. And I'm like, that's a great performance. And I want to share my vision of his progress on YouTube, because I see there's a lot of comments that people talking about, like that these people, it's not the real boxing, they don't know what they're doing, it is like a clown show, but it's not true. Like you can see on that Fuzi performance of 𝐒𝐇𝐎𝐏 that they are putting the work, and it is a very dangerous sport in reality. Like I myself, like I really was involved in boxing when I was a kid, like 12 years old, something like that. And around 20 and 21, I decided like to mix up my workouts, not only go to gym, but get back to the boxing gym. I broke my, and like breaking the nose is not the problem. Recovery, this is the big problem. And people don't understand that these guys are fighting, and no one see their training, their recovery, their all this stuff. This is why I decided to make this channel to show like the real work behind it, so they get their respect.
That's very interesting. I like it. The YouTube channel, it's very professional. I've noticed as well. The editing, the writing behind it as well. It's very, very professional. I want to ask, do you have any help when it comes to like writing some of the, or like doing research, or is it just you behind this whole thing?
When I begin the channel, first 5-10 videos, I believe I fully made them myself. But right now I want to increase the pace, so I looked for the script writer. There is one guy his name is 𝐒𝐿. He's from UK. Like he was watching the channel, and he decided to offer me his help. So in few videos you can see his work script wise. So right now some scripts made only by myself, 100% all the breakdowns by me. But if you see some lists or maybe the prediction videos, it can be the 𝐒𝐿's work. So the best prediction, like the craziest one, when we said that Sworn will win with one punch, it's actually his idea. I said it write something absolutely crazy, and
Right.
he came up with this, and it was 100% correct.
And nearly 100% correct. It was crazy. I want to
Yeah.
ask, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Misfits one, number 5? What are your predictions for that event, and what do you make of it as a whole?
Okay, so let's make this way. You tell me the fight, like the opponents, and I will
Okay.
tell you my thoughts about it.
Okay, so we have the first fight, which is Tempo Arts versus Godson.
I don't know who they are.
I only know who Tempo Arts is. I have no idea who Godson is. I tried to do some research on him as well, but I can't find anything. So I think we should just skip that one. Waleed Sharks versus NNA Productions.
I believe Wally Sharks, it was the guy that fought against Dean the Great, right?
Yes.
I think he will win. I think he will win. He has great technique, but I don't know what happened in that fight. Like, he got rocked badly. It looks like, I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe he just felt like, let's live another day, maybe like this. But in technique-wise, I think he can win. He can win basically anybody in that weight division.
I agree. The next one, I believe, is King Kenny versus Ashley Raksu.
I know who King Ken is, but his opponent, I like first time I hear about him. I need to do my research, and
he is the one who got knocked down in the first 3 seconds when he fought Anthony Taylor on the second card.
I get it. I think King Ken is underrated, to be honest with you. I feel like his first 2 fights, right? They were like very controversial. Like someone said he won, then he lost. Then in next fight, many people thought that he lost, but he actually won. I think how can I say it in a right way? Like he's in the shadow of these controversial decisions, but in reality, he has a really solid skill. I like his jab, like the way he sets up his distance, and afterward he throws his check hook, and after check hook he can throw his right hand as a knockout punch. I think he's a fighter. He is really underrated, and I think he can win.
Okay, the next one is Ginty versus Halal Ham.
Okay, I like Ginty. I just personally myself, he's JMX, his last opponent, right?
Yes.
Like he's real hard. You can see that he was lacking the skill, but heart-wise, he managed to rock him. I like him. I think that Ham is his 3rd fight, right? 3rd or 4th fight.
This like is his 4th fight, I think, or no, 3rd, 4th, I think. I can't remember.
Okay, so I think technique-wise he might be better because he worked with Salt Papi, but for the beginners, the real problem is a rangy opponent, and Ginty most likely has the reach and height advantage 100%, right? He's way taller. I think it will make big difference. I think it will be the close fight, but if Ginty learns how to not back himself to the ropes, work like on his back foot and work and walk to left to right, not only to the ropes. I think he can win by decision.
I think so too. The next one, which is the female fight, Astrid Duet and AJ Bunker.
Okay, I don't know who the Agent Bunker is, but I said it before and I said it again. Adult workers build different. If there is a scrap, they will win 100%. And I think there will be scrap. I think that fight will be like 2 rounds maximum.
Oh, interesting. I don't think many people are paying attention to that one on the card.
The females fight like crazy, always. Like then they don't think about decisions. They really want to get into it.
Yeah.
I think they would.
And the co-main event, which is Dean the Great versus 𝐒𝐓𝐻, I think that's his name. He has 2 fights and he's won both of them. Dean's opponent.
But I need to do my research about the opponent. But Dean the Great is really solid. Like I think like any opponent in this weight class, he is a danger for everybody. To be like more correct, I need to do my research. But right now, I would say Dean can win, and we will see the rematch against the Walid Sharks.
What do you think of that rematch? Who do you think will win?
Like technique-wise, Shark can win because we see he were outstriking the opponent. But the problem is the mental part. When you get dropped by some guy, especially if it's the first time that you got dropped, it can make you more hesitant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you're more hesitant, your technique is like, and they're not professional boxers, so it can influence their technique in form of he can stop throwing punches. He will do like more arm punching, more thinking about the game plan. He will not be that fluid while performing. So like logic says that Sharks can win because of he was winning before the knockout, but I don't know. I feel like Dean the Great will win it again.
Okay, fair enough. I think, for me personally, I think Walid Sharks will win by knockout. I think because of all the talk that's been happening online after the fight, I think he's just not going to let that knockout happen ever again. I think he got too comfortable because his hands were down at the fight, so I don't think he's going to let that happen ever again. So moving on to the main event of number 5, which is Swingler versus 𝐒𝐇𝐎𝐏. He's a Singaporean YouTuber. I think he has sparred I think he sparred another YouTuber. I can't remember, but he has no experience and he's fighting Swingler. So what do you think of that main event?
I think Swingler is underrated. Like I saw his fight against 𝐒𝐇𝐎𝐏.
Yeah.
Like they were helmets fighting. Like there was no technique or something like that. Basically, it was heart against the heart. But when I saw his fight against the red-haired guy, when he knocked him out, like he had really solid technique. I did not expect him to look like that physically and skill-wise. Like he really progressed from that time. I don't know, like I didn't do my research since that time. He was training all the time or what, but he really looks good. So I think he will.
Right. So that's I want to ask about the creation of the YouTube channel. What does a typical day look like for when you want to start a brand new video? Like what goes into the process of making a YouTube video?
So if we're talking about my first channel, MMA Time, I was just thinking like I had fire in my heart, let's say this way. Like I want to talk about this thing. I want to explain people this. I want to show like my vision about this thing. But with the time, like when you talk about everything, like I basically said everything that I could about MMA. Like you start to think like either I'm closing the channel or I am looking at the calendar of the events. So and the second way is like way more professional, and I think this is what you have to do even if it's your new channel. And I'm right now with YouTube Boxing. This is what I do. Like I look at the calendar, I look what their events will be, and I'm asking myself what I can tell to my audience or explain, like what interests me most. So right now it is the Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. I'm sorry, Jake Paul fight. I am making like 3 videos about that event, and I will drop them like I believe today will be the first video of that cycle. So I check the calendar. I'm sitting writing my script. I wrote the script. If it's great, like I will not check it. I immediately send it to the voiceover. If I hesitant, I will give 1 day just to think about it, to recheck it, did some rewritings, and then I'm sending to the voiceover. While voicing is in the process, I'm finding the footage and no, not the footage. First of all, the music, intro music. So set up the vibe of the video, and after that, I'm searching the footage and editing the video.
Okay, that's interesting for the whole process because from an outsider, videos, they look like they take a lot of time, because like
Thank you.
especially the new editing style, it looks like something that I could see on Netflix, you know, like with the whole documentation style. It's very impressive, I have to say.
Thank you. That's the goal. I want to bring the premium quality to the YouTube scene, because like I would like to do some Netflix documentaries, but unfortunately I don't have the connection. So I was thinking like either I'll wait to show the quality, or I start making the quality videos. So I decided like quality first and foremost. This is why I want the colors of the video, the cleanness of the picture. Everything has to be like high quality. This is like I really enjoy. Like when I looked at every color, everything my color palette, everything is in the right way. Like even if I don't have much views under the video, like I really happy with myself and with the team.
That's okay. What's the do you have anything that you have in mind that you want to do maybe after YouTube boxing? Like if you decide that I'm done with this channel, I want to move on to something else,
Okay.
maybe like a real documentary. Like do you have any ideas or plans in your mind?
Yeah, of course. YouTube boxing is, let's say, it's my side quest. I really like that side quest. I like the attention that it brings. I like the support, because really people that help me. I am right now at war, and when people write positive comments, support the video with likes, it really helps me, really. So, but my main quest is cinema, is to make movies, make documentaries, make short movies, and I always work on the scripts. To be honest with you, last two videos was kind of meat by the views. By the views, I didn't even have any income, because like I really spent a lot of money for the production of the video. So if these three videos gained the needed for myself views, I would already been pitching my script for a short movie. But I decided to postpone it to fix the views on the channel, and after that I'm moving to work on the short film. But I will not drop the YouTube boxing. The consistency of the videos will be the same. And for the YouTube boxing, I'm trying different genres. They are not always successful, but right now I'm working on, I can't say, but right now I'm working on one genre that can really change the landscape of this game. Right now I'm working on it since the beginning of the year. I found really creative and smart people. They are working on it right now, and I think maybe by the end of the next month I can show the first episode.
Ooh, okay. I'll be paying attention. I'm excited. So I think that wraps up for today's episode. Arthur, I want to say thank you for coming on and, you know, telling us how the process works with this channel and what you have coming up. We will definitely be paying attention and keeping an eye out for what's to come.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you for watching the video. Always will be pleasure to talk to you again.
Of course, man. I will let you know. Thank you everyone for watching, and hope you've enjoyed this episode. And yeah, take care and peace.